behalf of LHS. My name is Savannah.
And I'm Riley, and welcome to this week's episode where we share news from the LHS community.
Now, let's see what Damaris and Riley have for the boys volleyball team.
The Lebanon boys volleyball team season has officially begun.
We spoke to some of the players on the team about their goals.
My personal goals for this season is definitely make an all-star team, and I'm really looking forward to really going all out since it's my senior year too. So yeah, to make an all-star team.
I'm going to the playoffs.
To make playoffs and like we'll see where we go from there, and plus have a really good record for the season.
There are a number of positions on the volleyball team that include outside hitter, opposite hitter, setter, middle blocker, libero, and defensive specialist.
The players explained to us what are the hardest positions to play in their opinion.
In my opinion, the hardest position is definitely the libero, because I feel like all the pressure is on you to make the perfect pass.
Cedar.
Probably Cedar, because it takes the most skill.
Wish them luck with their upcoming game against Cedar Crest on April 20th.
Thank you both for the updates. Here's a report on the Garden Club by Indy and Iris.
WLHS, today Indy and I are checking out the school's new garden club. We had the pleasure of talking to the president of the garden club, Kiai Malone, a student here at LHS. He started the club purely on his passion for gardening. Let's check it out.
Onions over there, some red potatoes, blue potatoes.
He showed us around and talked about what they planned to plant, what they already had.
And then as soon as the weather starts to change, we'll plant more stuff like basil, jalapenos, chili peppers, sweet peppers. It was definitely hard, because one thing about it is when you try to get information online and stuff, there's so many websites with different results and stuff. You're just like, which one is the right answer? So we decided to simmer it all down into one website, and we just trusted our gut with it.
They are really putting their work in. There's even talk of putting in a fence.
Because I know there's foxes, raccoons and stuff back there, and they actually tried to dig into one of the boxes and stuff. And oh my god, that was freaking horrible, because we're trying to get the fencing in so we can finally deal with that.
He then discussed with us just why he was putting in all of this work.
I know my elementary school, my middle school had a garden, and I volunteered at both of those. And honestly, I honestly really enjoyed it. And when I knew that figure out the high school did have a garden, I was honestly surprised. Because usually every single school that I went to has a garden and stuff. So I was like, why not the high school? Plus, it's also something that I really loved. I helped my grandma with her garden. I would go to the farm shows just to see all the beautiful plants they have. So yeah, I guess to kind of say I've been into it. This month and stuff, we started planting, building, and now we're slowly starting to turn into a real garden now.
We then got to talking about the garden itself and what he plans to do with all the produce.
Because there are some plants that we're planting, like they need to be real low to the ground, and others that can grow so far up and stuff that they might bend on their own knees. So like onions and stuff, they can grow so far deep into the ground and sprout up so bigly. So that's why we have onions in here. And some other stuff like basil and stuff, and some flowers and stuff. They can grow up so big, and that to a point where the dirt can't support them no more, and they'll just snap on their own legs. We decided to keep like a process, like a loop going. Like we're gonna sell freshly basil, like fresh produce. I'm not sure, it's like farmers markets or even the school or something, like sell spices and stuff. And all that money will go into supplies like seeds, hoes, shovels. And yeah, we're just gonna keep that loop cycle going. And we're gonna have a budget where we're going to track about how much we're earning. And if something needs to be changed, we'll change it.
And for anyone out there interested in joining, fear not, because you can.
Because I know some kids and teachers really love gardening and stuff. I don't want them to feel excluded. So I decided to send out school to Mr. Giovino, and we'll figure out what we can do. Talk to Mr. Giovino, like Schoology message him, and he'll give them the code to the group.
Be sure to, like he said, message Mr. Giovino so you can be a part of this amazing club.
Sounds like a wonderful club to join. Finally, here's some information about our school newspaper, Cedar Times.
If you've been told you're too opinionated, then the Cedar Times is the perfect place for you. The school newspaper publishes everything from school and political news, movie reviews, artwork, and more. This club is not limited to bilingual students, just write in the language you feel most comfortable in. For more information, see Mrs. Hefner in room L112.
I'm excited to read our school newspaper soon. Here are a couple announcements for the current 10th and 11th graders.
Are you interested in how humans impact the environment and what you can do about it? How would you also like to gain a college credit while learning about it?
Then you should ask your counselor about signing up for the HBU Environmental Science next school year. If you have any questions about the class, please send Miss Graybin a Schoology message.
We also have a Lebanon County field meet on April 23rd and a Lebanon County track meet on April 24th.
If you've forgotten, here's your reminder that marking period 5 ends this Thursday on April 22nd.
To wrap this up, today is National Garlic Day and Hanging Out Day.
Thanks for watching.
Until next time.